hoping if you spin the chamber enough times, you're gonna catch a bullet.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to spend a bit of time talking about Extraction, an 18 rated movie on Netflix, directed by Sam Hargrave, who's also directed Atomic Blonde and been the stunt coordinator for a few movies like Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War. The Russo brothers, Joe and Anthony, have screenwriting credits for this movie as well, and they're also known for directing Avengers Infinity Game, and they're also known for directing Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. This is a bit of a different format to what you guys have seen in my previous videos, but with it being a new movie on Netflix, I figured I probably can't really just show the whole movie over my voice. Netflix and YouTube might give me a bit of a slap on the wrist for that one. So you've got me standing in front of the camera instead. So anyway, Extraction. So Extraction stars Chris Hemsworth as an ex-military turned mercenary who has been tasked with finding the child of an Indian drug lord who has been kidnapped by a second Indian drug lord who I believe are rivals, which has resulted in an intense action pursuit movie. And it is really intense. This movie's creative choices are definitely inspired by John Wick. No punches are held back, and you're thrown into the deep end of the movie pretty early on. The story isn't anything new that you haven't seen already, so you'll probably be able to guess a few things that come along the way during the movie. However, it's how they get from A to B that makes this movie so much fun to watch. You can hear the bones break from every punch. You can feel the recoil from every bullet fired. This movie is just a lot of fun with a bucket of popcorn watching Chris Hemsworth kick a lot of butt. But he's not the only one either. Randeep Hooda kicks the crap out of a lot of people and is also really entertaining to watch. The kid in this movie, I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, but I'll just leave it up there for you guys, is also really good in this movie. It's not a really intense acting movie, but when the situation calls for it, he does answer. And I know kid actors can take people out of a lot of movies. It certainly does for me, looking at you, Jurassic Park.
Oh, no! You're gonna have to jump.
You crazy? I'm not gonna jump.
Jim, do it, Let's go! I'll count to three.
But I liked him. I haven't seen him in anything else, but I'm looking forward to seeing what else he contributes to. And homing back onto that John Wick 3 similarities, like John Wick, you're definitely looking at this poor guy going, you're dead by now, mate, come on. It reminds me of that scene from John Wick 3 where he falls off the top of the hotel and you're like, nah, the rest of this is happening in your head now because you are definitely dead. David Harbour's in here as well, and he's really enjoyable to watch. He's not in it for long, but the time he is in it is great. There's a little action scene between him and Chris Hemsworth, and I'm very surprised to see how fast-paced and intense it was between them both. But apart from those names I've mentioned to you, there really isn't much else. It is a Chris Hemsworth movie. You're watching this to see Chris Hemsworth in some intense action, and nothing more. And I've got to give props to the villain in this movie. Early on, you see him dealing with a bunch of children, and some pretty dark stuff happens, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it definitely does give you that impression that the villain is serious and that there could be consequences to Chris in this movie, and that is what you need. There is a thing that happens in this movie which does drive me nuts, and it's when the beginning of the movie shows the end of the movie in the clip, and it does that whole how did we get here sort of scenario. I'm not really a fan of that because it lets you know that the main character is going to be fine all the way up until that point in the movie, which is usually the end. So most action scenes that happen during the middle of the movie are like, whatever, he's going to be fine, I know where he's going to be in 20 minutes time. And that is a bit of a downer, but the action is so much fun in this movie to watch, and it is so intense that you do kind of forget about it. Well, at the very least I did. And there's not really much more else to talk about for this movie. It's a simple action movie really, so it kind of just deserves a simple review. It's heavy, it's brutal, and it's just damn entertaining to watch. And if you just want to kick your feet up for one evening and just watch something mindlessly entertaining, then I can't not recommend this movie. It's definitely one to watch, and for those action junkies, it's definitely got replay value in it as well. So that's it for me today, guys. The light from the blind starting to overtake the whole video, so I should probably finish it off here. Let me know what you think of this new format. It's a bit of a work in progress at the moment, I get that, so apologies for that. So let me know if you've watched Extraction and what you thought in it. Do you think it's very similar to John Wick? I almost feel bad for all the movies that are going to come out after this being compared to John Wick. John Wick was the first one to do it, and I'm glad it came out because it's now allowing a lot of these other movies to get that hard 18 rating with a bit more depth into the action. But they're all going to get compared to John Wick and be called John Wick follow-ups. It's a lose-lose really, isn't it? But yes, anyway, stay tuned to my channel for more videos on movies, anime and video games. Until next time, bye bye.